Afternoon. I'm going to talk briefly about the law of attraction, parallel realities, opening up channels to one's ancestors, and shamanism. I know that's a lot in just a couple-minute video. I've recently started studying with Shaman, who has been trained from the Native American Indian tradition, but has also been influenced by the Brazilian traditions, and is a world-renowned healer and fantastic teacher. So it's my first day going and becoming more and more familiarized with the teachings. And the first session was more to give me a background, as well as to have them actually do the techniques on me to help open up my awareness and open up a channel to this energy that they tap into. Beyond what somebody tells you or what they can help you feel and influence, one can observe and see some of the things they're doing that maybe are some of the greatest learning experiences. And I wanted to share those with you so that you can test them out in your life and see if they're going to give you the great benefit that I think they will. First of all, is to be open to shamanism, to alternative ways of healing. Significant studies one after another show that Reiki healing, which is a form of transmitting energy, actually is effective. And in some hospitals, they're using that in addition to traditional, quote, a medical method. So I highly encourage you to explore that and gain some more information on it. Secondly, one of the big things that I noticed that the shaman would not do is allow me to have my cell phone when it was on, or even she would come in contact with any type of electronic devices. She actually had an assistant who was probably the one who was messaging me on WhatsApp to coordinate when we would meet and do our trainings. I know this was my first of about 8 to 10 sessions to gain the knowledge that they have, and then I'll have to basically practice it to develop it. So I started doing that, and I noticed a large increase in my own energy, where I don't keep my cell phone on. I'll use it for a moment. I use it with a case, so I'm not in physical contact with the cell phone. And I'm reducing as much as I can, and knowing that I also am leading 5 different companies that are at various stages of growth, to not be in contact with the computer as much. And I've noticed already an increase in my awareness and my connection with this infinite energy, getting inspired thoughts and ideas coming to me. And I encourage that for yourself. Because one of the ways to know that you're on the right track and the law of attraction is working for you and you're doing the right things is that you're going to be putting in or doing what I would consider inspired action. Meaning you're going to be doing things. However, you're going to be guided by these ideas that come to you. Thomas Edison, one of the most incredible inventors, if not one of the most incredible inventor of all times, talked about ideas coming to him from the ether around him. It's the same concept, that the ideas are coming to us from a source beyond ourselves. Yes, one should still learn different techniques and keep up to date as best as one can with the current sphere of knowledge, and then allow oneself to receive inspired ideas to basically create those inspired actions and divine, incredible results. Another thing that I noticed was that she would maintain her energy at this incredible level of charge, and she was her assistant, or maybe the other person she was with, would maintain their energy at an extremely great radiant level. So the inference from this is that we can become more and more aware of our own energy. And if we notice that our energy is dipping down a little bit, what we can do is consciously connect with whatever's going to work the best for you, right? It can be to connect with this infinite positive energy around us. It can be just do something that's fun for you. It can be to go laugh and be around people who really, that you have this great synergy together. It can be to go dance. It can be to sing. Whatever it is, it's going to recharge you and bring your vibrational frequency, bring your energy, bring your life, and bring your, ultimately, your connection with either this infinite positive energy around us or these other planes of existence. Next is to be open to, and I was able to experience this, is that I teach a lot about an infinite positive energy that's part of all things. Well, that definitely overlaps the teachings. However, what they were talking about, and I could feel it and experience it, was opening up a channel. You could almost think of it as opening up, I think they described it as opening up the channel to our ancestors, and then they could come in and do the healing work through us on an incredible level beyond what they could do. And then she talked about that she would open up a channel, and then the ancestors from this line of these Indian healers would come and then do the work through her. So whether or not you believe that completely or you rationalize it to some extent, at least place your awareness on the possibility that there are different dimensions, and that there is an energy or a consciousness or a love or a power that can come to you through there. The starting point is to place our awareness on it. And then we need to keep ourselves from blocking ourselves from getting the message. I mentioned that reducing the time we're in contact with metal things. Notice, I don't have my watch on. They had their temple was full of crystals. I noticed a big difference, something else you can try and test down for yourself. And then reduce or limit your time with a computer. Using a PEMF mat with amethyst, obsidian, and tourmaline crystals, I found has a fantastic energizing effect. You can also go walk barefoot in the grass, be more in contact with earth and nature. While I understand the impact and the positive benefit of technology, at the same time, whether it's a conspiracy or it's just a coincidence, it's blocking one's ability to tap into this inspired ideas, this divine multiplied consciousness. And I can see it in myself. If I'm using a computer for many hours in a day, my mind is literally blocked from receiving this divine intelligence, this divine ideas. However, then when I separate from myself from it, maybe I'm in the water, I go swim, and then tap into crystals, separate myself from electronic things, then I'm suddenly repowered and re-energized again, and my thoughts and my consciousness is at a much higher level. So that was, in summary, some of the things that I learned from day one with Shaman training. And I'll be sharing with you as I continue going through the training, and I'm excited to be able to empower your life. If this topic is something that is of interest to you, click the subscribe button, click the bell, and then give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like this or you didn't like the format, then give a comment below, and I'll improve it. I'm continuously testing some different new methods to ultimately be able to positively impact you and help you open and expand your awareness, your consciousness, to maximize your life and to ultimately maximize the power and the radiance of the entire universe.